You know, attracting women effortlessly is not rocket science. In fact, it's much simpler than you might think. All you need to do is pay attention to what I'm going to tell you in this video. Hey everyone! Today I'm going to share something that can completely change your view of what really attracts a woman. Get ready, because what you're about to hear about now may challenge everything you thought you knew about winning someone over. Forget that idea that you need to look like a hunk, have a bank account full of zeros, or have complicated seduction tricks. The truth is that the secret to attracting women naturally is right here. And no, I'm not talking about that generic advice you find out there. What I want to show you is a real change in thinking that will not only impact how women see you, but will also transform the way you see yourself. So, before we get straight to the point, let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt kind of invisible to that girl you're so interested in? As if, no matter how hard you try, she just doesn't notice you. If you answered yes, stay with me, because what comes next will open your eyes in ways you never imagined. I'm going to show you what really works, and I promise that by the end of this video, you'll understand that attracting someone is not a guessing game, but a matter of trust and authenticity. So, are you ready to turn the tables? But before we start, I want to remind you of our book that is available, The Game of Seduction. There are only a few copies, and the link is in the first pinned comment. Genuine confidence and self-esteem. The real key to attracting someone is in your mindset. That's right. It has nothing to do with your appearance, the car you drive, and even less with those pickup lines that don't even work anymore. The secret is to have genuine confidence and healthy self-esteem. It may seem simple, right? But here's the thing. Many men end up interpreting it all wrong. When I talk about confidence, I'm not talking about that arrogant, forced air, that exaggerated posture that some people confuse with security. No, that's not true confidence. True confidence comes from within. It's a calmness, a feeling of being good about yourself, regardless of what others think or say. Imagine what it would be like if you could walk into any place and without needing anything other than who you really are, people would notice something special about you. That's true confidence. It doesn't need approval, compliments, or any kind of external validation. It's about feeling comfortable with who you are, and that reflects in everything you do. And it's exactly this authentic energy that people, and especially women, notice and are attracted to. So, the first step, let go of the need to appear to be someone you're not, and start focusing on being yourself with pride and authenticity. Before we continue, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you won't miss any new content. The power of authentic confidence. Let's do a little exercise. Think of someone you really admire. It could be a friend, someone you see as a mentor, or even a public figure you respect. What makes this person stand out? I'm sure it's not just their physical appearance or social status. There's something deeper, something they naturally convey. That's authentic confidence, the same confidence we all seek. Now here's an interesting secret. Men who aren't obsessed with getting women's approval are precisely the ones who attract them the most. It sounds a little strange, doesn't it? But think about it. What's more captivating? A person who is always trying to impress at every turn, or someone who is comfortable in their own skin and doesn't need to prove anything to anyone? Women can tell in the blink of an eye. They have a sixth sense to know when a man is trying too hard, when every gesture and every word is rehearsed to make a good impression. And do you know what this does? It ends up pushing them away because it gives off a feeling of insecurity and lack of authenticity. And deep down, no one wants to be around someone who can't be themselves. Authentic confidence is something that can be felt from a distance. It doesn't need a stage, an audience, or external approval. It's something that radiates naturally, and that's exactly what makes a person genuinely attractive. So instead of worrying about the impression you're making, focus on being your true self. When you're comfortable with yourself, without the need for validation, that's when you become truly magnetic. Self-confidence. Example: imagine this. You walk into a bar and immediately notice a stunning woman across the room. Instead of feeling nervous or anxious about what to say, you simply smile, comfortable and confident in your own worth. You don't need her to validate who you are. You're there to live in the moment, have fun, and enjoy your night. This ease and confidence are incredibly attractive. But be careful. We're not talking about ignoring women or pretending you're not interested. The key is to show genuine interest without letting it dominate your attitude. The idea is to be open to possibilities, but not dependent on them. When you show that you're enjoying your life and that interactions are a nice part of it, but not the only important thing, you create a magnetic energy. This approach is about being yourself and making it clear that you're comfortable with who you are. You're there to enjoy people's company without needing to impress them every second. And by doing so, you show that you are comfortable, secure, and truly open to what life has to offer. And that, my friends, is something that stands out in any setting. Do you consider yourself a confident man? If so, let me know in the comments. The energy you emit. Here's a truth that many people still don't understand. Women react much more to how you feel than to what you say or do. It's almost as if they have a super ability to pick up on your emotions and mental state. If you're anxious, insecure, or desperate for attention, she'll pick up on it in a heartbeat, even if you think you're hiding it well. No matter how smooth and collected you try to appear, those emotions will eventually show through. On the other hand, when you're truly confident, relaxed, and comfortable with yourself, that positive energy shines through in everything you say and do. It's like an invisible fragrance that attracts and fascinates. Imagine that you're emitting a vibe of security and authenticity, and that's something women can't ignore. Think of it as an energy you carry around with you. If you're comfortable and content with who you are, the people around you will sense it. This genuine confidence is reflected in the way you speak, your gestures, and even your posture. And the best part is that it's not something you have to force or fake. It's just you being you, and that's what makes this energy irresistible. Have high standards. Now, let's talk about something essential: having high standards. And I'm not just talking about appearance, but about the values and respect you demand for yourself. When you set and follow your standards, you're showing that you value yourself. And believe me, that's extremely attractive. Having high standards means being clear about what you want, and most importantly, what you won't accept in a relationship. It's not about being demanding on a whim. It's about knowing that you deserve to be with someone who values and respects who you are. This means that you won't accept being treated any which way just so you don't feel alone. You'd rather be at peace than be with someone who doesn't align with your values and self-respect. Showing that you have standards doesn't mean that you're arrogant or difficult. On the contrary, it shows that you know your worth and won't give it up for just anyone. And this attitude is like a magnet. People around you, and especially women, notice when someone knows what they deserve. When you don't settle for less, you attract relationships that are truly compatible with what you want for your life. So be proud of your standards. They are a reflection of the respect you have for yourself and proof that you will not settle for less than the best. This is not being picky. It is being true to what you believe and what you want for your life. The path to being the best version of yourself. True attraction isn't about tricks or techniques. It's about being the best version of yourself, living a life you're proud of, and treating yourself and others with respect. But how do you start this journey? The key is to understand that it's a gradual process, not an overnight transformation. Small steps, small changes in the way you think and act, are how you start. First, try making a list of things you love about yourself. It may seem a little strange at first, but this exercise is super powerful. Maybe you have a great sense of humor, are a loyal friend, or are passionate about what you do. Whatever these qualities are, recognizing them is the first step to building solid self-esteem. When you start to see what makes you unique, you also start to understand your worth. Next, challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. It could be anything: starting a conversation with someone new, learning a skill you've always wanted to, or even taking that trip you've always dreamed of. By exposing yourself to new experiences, you not only increase your confidence, but you also discover new parts of yourself that you may not have even known existed. This journey of self-discovery isn't just about feeling good. It's also about being someone who naturally inspires and attracts. Because at the end of the day, people are drawn to those who live authentically and are proud of who they are. So take one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be living a life you're truly proud of, becoming a version of yourself that not only attracts others, but also leaves you deeply satisfied. Finally, if this video made you think or impacted you in any way, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends, click the like button, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving more content that can transform your love life. Oh, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing the most valuable insight you took away from this video. Your experience and thoughts may be just what other men need to overcome the same challenges. Let's go on this journey together.